Hello, welcome back to the Mover Mailbag. I am Mover. It is Friday. This is a members only stream for now. It'll go live later. But before we begin, we've got breaking news from Qatar yesterday or the day before. Days are all blending together. But Donald Trump has made some pretty big announcements, and I figured we'd cover that before we get into the Mover Mailbag. Luna's right here. She's ready for lunch, so I got to make this quick. This is probably not going to be a long one. But if you look over here, the headline is Trump wants two new cutting-edge fighters, the F-22 Super and the F-55. This is Axios reporting. Boost for Lockheed Martin, the Raptor and the F-35. They're going to upgrade it. And we've talked about that on the Mover and Gonky show about having an F-35 upgraded because Lockheed was like, look, we're going to focus all of our attention on a Gen 5 Plus or 5th Gen Plus or whatever, and take some of the tech from the bid to get the 6th Gen, the NGAD, put it in the F-35. And now here we are. Trump's basically announcing it, and President Trump had some things to say. Let's take a look at what he said in a speech. He's talked about two things. One is stealth. He doesn't necessarily care for stealth. And we'll share this tab. Take a look. Yeah, let's listen to President Trump on stealth.
And so I want to do that. And sometimes, stealth, they do stealth. I'm not a huge believer in stealth because stealth is basically a lot of it's the design and the shape. And, I'm sure you maybe think, but also if that's the case, they're going to figure it out pretty fast, I think. So you're going to design an ugly plane for stealth reasons. And then 6 months later, they're going to figure out this, and then you're stuck with a plane. No, we're doing a Super F-22, and we're going to be going with it pretty quickly.
Okay, so Super F-22, we don't want to get stuck with stealth. That, Trump talks a lot in hyperbole, and he kind of uses some very dramatic language, but he's right. Stealth has its limitations. It's not invisible. It can be overcome with radar tech. It can be overcome with various tactics, techniques, and procedures. So, and Fat Amy's not the best looking airplane. So he's right. We do make a lot of compromises for stealth. And then when it's overcome, then what? Now you're stuck with a stealth aircraft. There is a lot of electronic warfare stuff out there that is, I'm not going to say better, but there's stuff out there that you can do that's not just stealth. So, he's right. He's correct in that technology advances. What we thought, because stealth is really low radar cross section, it's not invisible. So a really good radar or really good sensors can still see stealth aircraft in a lot of cases. So it's good that we have this kind of a forward thinking. Hey, what's the next tech? What's next? Now, the next part about this, the F-22 Super. I don't know how that's going to work because the assembly line has been shut down. Was it Marietta, Georgia? To retool it, to get all the parts and stuff, especially being a 30-year-old design. I don't know if it'd just be cheaper just to get a new aircraft. I'm sure, Lockheed has talked to him about this. So if the man says they're going to do it, I'd be interested to see how they're going to do it. I think that's a very interesting idea. I don't disagree with it, especially if we can buy the numbers that we originally were going to buy, the 800 versus the 185, 187. So I think that's a good idea. We talked about it with the NGAD video with the diagram or the PowerPoint slide that General Alvin presented. But you need your first day of the war fighters, and then you need a lot of other fighters. So I think that's a good idea with diversity. Now, the other piece that he talks about, Trump also does not like a single engine F-35. And he talked about that as well.
asked to look into.
Hold on.
The F.
Put that up there. We don't have Doug today. And play.
Great display. So we're going to see that. But one of the things for the people that are interested in the military that I asked to look into, the F-35, we're doing an upgrade, a simple upgrade, but we're also doing an F-55. I'm going to call it an F-55. And that's going to be a substantial upgrade, but it's going to be also with 2 engines, because the F-35 has a single engine. I don't like single engines. Even
Gonky
this
loved
man,
this.
he's the best in the world at engines. But on occasion, I know you won't admit this, if an engine goes out, it's nice to have 2, 3, or 4. That's why I like the 747. It's got 4. And but today they're getting very big, and it's a little more cost saving to have 2 very, very big ones. But no matter how good, they tell me, Larry, the engine will never go out. Well, I think it goes out on occasion, very rarely. And we're going to do an F-55. And I think if we get the right price, we have to get the right price. And that'll be 2 engines and a super upgrade on the F-35. And then we're going to do the F-22. I think the most beautiful fighter jet in the world is the F-22. But we're going to do an F-22 super. And it'll be a very modern version of the F-22 fighter jet. And I don't know if you know it, but you know who copied it? China. They copied it. I said, I'm looking. They said, that's the F-22. They copied our design, but they won't be able to copy our engines too quickly or anything else. So we're going to be doing an F-22 Super. And this will be a plane like no, to me, it's the most beautiful fighter jet ever made. And so I want to do that. And
yeah, there you go. F-22 Super. And that's what we were just talking about, the F-35. Lockheed has already talked about doing an F-35 plus. So let's talk about the F-55. Gonky and I will disagree on this one. We probably will talk about this on the show on Monday. But the F-35 is single engine. I flew Vipers my whole career. I don't think there's any problem with single engine. Gonky will disagree. President Trump obviously disagrees. So, okay. But he talks about copying from the Chinese copying the F-22. Well, guess what? If you want a 2-engine F-35, what do you have? The J-35. That's what's going to look like. We're just going to copy back the copy of the copy to the copy of the copy from China. So I guess all's fair. Oh, no. I guess all's fair in trade and war. But a 2-engine F-35, I don't know how you're going to do that without clean sheet. A lot of the compromises made in the F-35 were so that all 3 services could have it. So, I guess in the world of digital and AI design, you might be able to do it, but I think it's pretty ambitious. The most realistic thing of all this to me seems to be upgrading the F-35 to, having the new tech from the NGAD, upgrading and the SLEP, the service life extension. I think in the F-22, I think that's realistic, and putting some of the tech from the NGAD in there. I don't know how realistic it is to build F-22s again and make it a super. I love the idea, though. I hope we do it. I don't know how realistic it is to do an F-55, but I hope we do it, because I think more diverse fighters that aren't necessarily, NGAD is the way to go. Like, I think you need a mix of everything, EX, F-16, F-35 plus, F-55 if we get that, F-22. Like, I think this is a great idea. The stuff about 1 engine versus 2, yeah, okay. I mean, is it safer? It depends. Yeah, I mean, it is nice having 2 engines, especially with the boat. I wonder, we still don't have an FA-XX. So the Navy still hasn't announced that. And I wonder if this has something to do with it, if they're kind of like, hey, this, we need to, but I don't know. But I thought it was interesting, the comments that were made. And, I hope it comes to fruition, because any event, regardless of politics, I think it's good that the goal is to be, is to have air superiority and air dominance. And you do that by innovation and continuing to make good fighters and continue to produce fighters, and not having small numbers. Because when you have small numbers, you can't get enough training, can't get enough flight time. things break, all that stuff, and it costs way more. So diversity of fleet is good, and having more is great. So I hope we end up doing this. But let me know what you think as we go. Let's go to the chat. Good morning, JD. Hello, Hawkeye. We're streaming both on Twitch and YouTube. I've got some packages we need to open. Super F22 is cool. It was stored away, so I don't know how easily they can go back and get it. And again, it was all, it's all 20 plus years ago. So I don't know. I don't know at all. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know where they're gonna do it. Jello said he had 4,000 hours in the F-18, never had an engine out. I've had engine problems in the F-18. Never had engine problems in the F-16, but I had them in the F-18. Why not F-70? I don't know where they come up with the numbers. I think they just F-69. Right. I do love that Trump wants more beautiful jets. I got to give the guy that. That's a pretty good one. Apple F-22 Zero Max Pro. Yeah. They have to get rid of the vertical takeoff, which is pointless anyway. I don't know why we ever needed that. It's a stupid requirement. It is a bit early. Yeah, I'm trying to get some work done because I'm going to clip this for the F-55 stuff for later. But check out the video with Gonky and me doing the flyover if you haven't already. And do me a favor, hit that link for the Air Force. That's the pinned comment. That helps me out to show. So that video, just in case you're wondering, that is Air Force Recruiting Service. I'm doing the social media ambassador program that was approved and published under that program to help with recruiting. So the way to help with recruiting is to hit that link. It's an affiliate link. And then people, I'll get credit and we'll be able to do more videos. But anyway, on to stuff from you. You guys have sent me this, these packages. I hope nothing is explosive. And I hope nothing is dangerous. Luna is here to help. I do not have the Luna cam up. You don't have to open everything on camera if you don't want to. Well, I do. That's what I do. Let's see. The card. Thank you for sharing everything. ICW, been following your show for almost a year now. Seeing your triumphs and struggles have been very moving. I've made meaningful gifts for you, your brother, and your stepmom. I've also enclosed 2 car rosaries and pendants for your protection. I'm about 90% confident that you are I don't know what that is. But the remaining 10% is enough to only use your initials. I hope you find happiness outside. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Kim. Remember what is most important. It's not having everything go right. It's facing whatever goes wrong. It's not about being without fear. It's about having determination to go on in spite of it. Remember that every day ends and brings a new tomorrow full of exciting new things. What you can do the best you can. Always remember how much you are loved. Thanks, Kim. That's pretty nice. See what this is. Crocheted. Look at that. Oh God. It's reminds me of the oh look, it's got 2 different color eyes like Luna. Look at that. Luna's right here. And that's cool. And then airplane. Or helicopter. Depends on orientation and independence. Cool. Thank you. Very nice, Luna. What do you think about that, girl? She says, I'll accept. Don't worry, she doesn't tear it up. It'll be fine. There's 2 of them from the same pink stuff. Very nice of you. Thank you. Not Instagram, Kate. It's on YouTube. Well, the links are in my in my profile on the gram. But what's this here? It's the same packaging, so I'm assuming it's the same. It's looks like Luna toys. Oh, it is. It's a Blockbuster. That's crazy. Old VHS. Most people don't know what these are anymore. Wolfbuster Video. What do you think, girl? She's a Gen Z dog, so she doesn't know what a VHS is. Actually, she's whatever after Gen Z. What's the 2020 version of that? It's a blue-eyed Mothman. Moth thing. Let me see, girl. Look, she likes that one. And then Afghan? I don't know. Very talented. Shawl, if you will, for when I go to Middle East as an operator. I can use my pink shawl. Thank you. That was cool. Very nice of you. Luna's wearing it. All right. This next one comes from, I don't know. It says Amazon. See what this is. Something for Luna. Yeah, she sat. She's like, yeah, I'll take that. Thank you, Dad. You know, that's for me. This is something. I have to open this up. You guys are too nice. It says difference maker. Dedicated person who can make a big impact even with such a small action or a few words. Someone who improves the lives of others, who rallies or encourages others to propel themselves forward and bring about change. Thank you. Never underestimate the difference you made in the lives you touched. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. That's very nice. Is there a note? Yeah, Mover, I watched a few of your videos, just wanted to do a little bit more, make a comment. So I thought perhaps you put this on your desk and remind you, place you walk by daily, remind you from Rochelle. Thank you, Rochelle. That's very nice. That's Luna Bell, enjoy your gift. That's very nice. Oh, there's more. An LSU bone for Luna Bell. Football season's right around the corner, Luna. I don't think this is our year, but we'll see. You got a quarterback finally, right? And us. Here you go, girl. She's accepted it. All right. What else from the kids at home? This is from Old Rhinebeck Aerodrome in New York. I think they had sent this to Gonky too. Or maybe this is what they were sending to Gonky. Old Rhinebeck. Can fly a biplane. It's a museum. And also old warbirds. So they sent a patch, a keychain. Got like a million keychains now. And an extra large shirt. That's probably more Doug's size than anybody. It says, Mover, hope this finds you in good or at least better health. I'm a loyal follower of Gonky and Wombat. You guys all do a great job educating and entertaining as well as inspirations for the rest of us. Keep up the good work. And close some items from Museum Gift Shop and Old Rhinebeck Aerodrome in upstate New York. Hold 40 air shows per year during the summer month. Mix of aircraft and ground vehicles from World War I. If you ever find yourself in the New York metro area, we'd love to host you for a tour of our museum. Take care and tell Luna I said hi. Regards, Chris. Thank you, Chris. That is awesome. Luna, would you like to go to New York? That would be quite the drive for you. All right, two more. Steve says he goes all the time with his son. Pink shawl or a blankie from Luna. She was wearing it just now. Mover, hope that your days are getting better since last month. Appreciate all your content. Keep up the great work you do for Lunas. Heard you state something about liking Roman Atwood's German-built BO-105. I purchased a large shirt that features the helicopter. I'm sending it on to you, Dan. Oh, thanks, Dan. I really want a BO-105. Hell yeah. Dude, I really do. They're not that unaffordable either. Oh, here's the shirt from earlier, the extra large. Aerodrome. And it says, it's good to be bad. Nice. Luna, it's a mess down there, girl. You're going to have to clean up later. Yep. Your job. You don't pay taxes, so you got to clean up. This one has no anything. Oh, check it out. It's a Corvette. It's half on one side, half on the other. That's nice. Appreciate it. Thank you. That's it, Luna Bell. What do you think, baby? Okay. Yeah. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. I know I've been late to do this. I've been slacking. But there you go. Can I share the link? Hold on. Let me see if I can get the link for you. Videos. It's not on Instagram. It's in that. It's in the video. It's like. There you go. There's the link. Go click on it. All right. Let's see what the kids at home are saying. Yeah. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Action figures. I would like to know too. There was a place, they're like $100 per action figure where you can get it done online. But I have not looked into that. I don't know how to mass sell it. That would be something else. Let's see if I have any emails we can talk about. Sean, not nice. Good tease. Mover mailbag. Yeah. Sorry. I accidentally hit the live button and forgot to make it members only. So my apologies because I owed you guys a mover mailbag. Let's see. Mostly spam on the mover mailbag these days. Unsinkable F-18. Yeah, nothing. Nothing really. Nope. No emails. So it's just whatever you guys want to talk about. Or we can wrap it up. Stuff that's upcoming. I'm going to do some more DCS stuff on Twitch and post the videos on here. I'm planning to do some stuff with JT and the Wet Boys. So that's cool. I probably getting rid of the Vet. I think that's going to be the plan. It's not that it's a bad car. I love the Vet. It's just I don't have the garage space and I don't drive the ZR1 enough, and it's a first world problem. And I don't like having my Yukon outside because I don't have a big enough garage for all three. So I like having my vehicle protected in the garage. And I'm getting a new AT4 for Lunabelle. And when I do that, I'm probably going to trade in the Z06 and just go back to just the 01. And when I have that, then I freeze up some capital to go maybe get a helicopter or something. Or right now I'm grounded. Ever since the medical stuff back in March, I have been grounded, and that probably will not change until mid-June at the earliest. The stuff that we tried failed, and so we're on to the next thing, unfortunately. But I'm staying busy otherwise. Got some other projects I'm working on the creative side. Still writing Project Virtus Volume 2, so second book. midway through that. And yeah, the feedback on that book's been pretty good. So I'm glad people have enjoyed that. And then obviously Luna stuff, we're still doing stuff in the community while I'm down. But that means no real sheriff's helicopter flying, no airline flying. I don't do military flying, but if I did, I'd be grounded from that too for now. So, but it's temporary. You know, I'm not real worried about it. It'll fix itself eventually. Yep. Hawkeye says, I clicked on the link from the YouTube video. Too bad I'm too old. Otherwise, I consider civilian employment could be possible. Yeah, it could be. So, MiG-29 video. You mean DCS? No, I haven't seen anything new from DCS. Like I said, I just got it set up. I figured out my problem with the VR, so I should be able to do something. And then I think Pimax is actually going to be sending me the new VR headset, so I'll be able to test that out. Glad you liked it. The audiobook is in production for a new narrator, so hopefully that works. I never even started the audiobook on Project Virtus, so I need to do that as well. It's a one-man band here. It's tough. A lot of stuff going on. What you think, Lou Girl? She is mean mugging me. So, but with that AFRS thing, there will be more T-38 videos coming out. I've got some like BFM videos, dogfighting videos I did, some Infinity Flight videos, stuff like that. So at least 2 or 3 T-38 videos will be coming out in the next couple months. So, yep. Looking forward to that. I don't disagree. We need a Firefox jet. We need a Firefox jet. I'm gonna give Luna a health bar because she's looking at me with those hangry eyes, and you know you should never let a woman be hangry because they will take it out on you. They'll be mad at you. It says health bar, so it's probably healthy, right? Probably healthy. So yeah, we'll do some more DCS stuff, more Microsoft Flight Sim stuff. Because all I can do is virtual now. Some more iRacing stuff. Mover Ruins movies I need to do. So it's all on the list. I need to compile a list of movies. I've got USS Christmas right here, but I've never done it. And Christmas is obviously well past. But we've also got By Dawn's Early Light over there. So I guess I could do that. But I have a voice for print. I've never heard that one. That's funny. If you like the first book, you'll love the rest. My writing's only got better over the years. Yeah, I try. I like to think I've gotten better at it. My plan is to get through the first 3 books of Project Virtus and then do come back to the Spectre series with Kruger, or sorry, not Kruger, Shepard. So the Shepard series, I guess. So it's all kind of one at this point. But that's the plan. Whether that happens anytime soon, I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with a series Bible for the whole thing to make sure I get all the details, because it's just been so long. It's been, you know, I mean, I haven't read any of my stuff since I published it. So it's all memory at this point. But, you know how it is. Anyway, all right. Well, if there's nothing else, you guys, I don't want to keep too much of your time. Hit me up, hit me with a question or a comment, and I will go. Otherwise, we'll just make it 30 minutes and peace out. I'll edit this video and upload it for the F-47 stuff or F-55, and we'll go from there. Luna's doing a walk for NAMI. BMS content, that's a good idea. Yeah, sure, I can do that. I hope you're right, Kate. Characters live within us. I hope so. Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to start reconsidering the F-35. Mover, I'm currently applying to both Guard, Reserves, Active Duty. Assuming I don't get picked up, do you have any advice to make application candidates stand out? Scores, flight time, flight quals, volunteer work, something that makes you different. So anyway, Mover and Gonky show is Monday. We may have Wombat. We may just be us. We're overdue for just us if that's the way it ends up being. So, and yeah, Airwolf maneuvers. I just got to glue the side piece back. I've got the glue. I just haven't done it yet. So anyway, well, thanks for tuning in. I know it was quick, but I'll try to do these more regularly. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.